The effects of TDS, the mineral content in the water. A high TDS will give you a minerally taste in your coffee. It will actually reduce the flavor extraction. A very low TDS water, under 50 parts per million, will actually give you an extreme over extraction and not the proper characteristics in the flavor of the coffee. It will give you a tannic aftertaste, a dry mouth aftertaste. And when you meet the proper characteristics for TDS right around 150, you will draw all the good qualities out. You will make a far superior cup of coffee. Water hardness is the calcium carbonate that's in the water. Calcium carbonate under specific conditions will actually turn to a solid, which is scale. Temperature affects that. If you exceed 182 degrees, almost any calcium carbonate in the water will turn to scale. pH also has an effect. The higher the pH, the more calcium carbonate in the water will turn to scale. pH, the biggest effect of pH is not so much on a buffering effect on the actual pH of the coffee itself, but more on the effects that it has with creating scale inside an espresso machine or a brewer. So neutral pH, or pH of around 7 is ideal. Slightly acidic, 6.5 is great. When you start going above 7.5, you start getting an excess of scale buildup, and so that's going to have to be a characteristic that people watch to know how frequently a brewer or espresso machine may need to be descaled. Alkalinity affects also the ability to scale. Alkalinity is called temporary hardness. When you heat water with alkalinity in it, it is converted to calcium carbonate, which will lead to scale. In addition, in an espresso machine, alkalinity tends to gum up the upper layer and prevent the water from going through at an even pressure. Sodium in the proper amount will actually give you a sweet tasting coffee. Under 50 parts per million, above 50 parts per million, it will make the coffee sour.